Every time you date down, you are fucking up.
This nigga again.
What? Oh, it's Mr. Madness, baby. Marbury, Dick Jones, and now they call me Fire.
Okay, so real quick, I want to jump on all the ladies' favorite Derek Jackson replacement, Ace Metaphor. I know a lot of you may not know a lot of females and on social media, you know, they follow his content and everything. But these videos pop up and then I see them and I just automatically think like, what the?
Get the fuck out my face with that shit.
I don't know. I'm gonna get into the video and then I'm gonna come back just what I feel on it and what I feel is maybe the problem or what I feel is just wrong in general. I don't know. So let's get into it.
When you date down, you fuck up. You mess up your happiness. You fuck up your blessings. You fumble your bag. When you are dating somebody you know don't meet your standards, you are fucking up your heart in the process. Every time you settle, don't you end up losing? Don't you end up shattering pieces of your heart? Don't you end up feeling less about yourself? Don't you end up fumbling the bag with a man that actually was ready every time you settle? And the fucked up part about it is getting your heart broke by anybody sucks. But don't it suck more when you get your heart broke by a motherfucker you knew from the beginning was not up to par? You letting Jerome that work at Alabama Fish and Chicken cheat on you? You better than subpar treatment. You're better than somebody that I just ain't ready yet. I just in between blessings. You're better than somebody that I just got a lot of childhood trauma I ain't dealt with. You're better than somebody, well, my last relationship hurt me so bad, so I don't even know if I can. You better than that. Every time you date down, you are fucking up.
Okay. I do want to say that in a sense, I'm honestly tired of the discussion around what men can do or aren't doing, or just the whole female perspective. That's been the topic for ages now. Is what men aren't doing, what men are doing, what men need to do. And I think recently, in the past few years, especially, we've seen more of a conversation centered around women's part in the relationship between male and female. We're having more conversation that's holding women accountable. And my problem with this is that it's going backwards in a sense. It's going backwards to a point to where it's just everything is the man's fault or everything is on the man and is not really paying attention to the fact or the reality that men are dealing with out here. When you say that when women date down, they mess up, but in actuality, I honestly feel that women rarely, if ever, date down. If a man is still being held to the basic standard of what a man is, a woman never dates down. It's men that actually come along and we settle. And now we're in a time where women actually offer men less than ever. And I made another video where I said that women do not offer men just the basics, just the simplest
The bare minimum.
things, the simplest things that men want from women, women practically refuse to give. So when we have these guys and they're getting all emotional and they're getting all hype and they're generating this large female audience and everything, is okay. The message on one point, on one part, or in some sense, it could be true in a sense because women, they can, I guess, in a sense, date down, but you also got to look at society and you got to look at what are women offering men these days for them to be able to say that they're dating down. When you can look at statistics and you can see the rise in single parent homes, um, or just with single mothers in general, you can see all this and you can see the rise in just women overall just not being willing to submit or get on board or get on the same page with the man. So all this energy and everything that he has to where it's towards women, You got to ask yourself, what are these women that he's speaking to, and the women that typically follow this type of rhetoric, what is it that they're offering men? And that's where the conversation never is. You ask a female today, like, oh, the table conversation is one of the most popular conversations. Like, what do you bring to the table? What do you offer a man? And the first thing that they do is they start talking about themselves, and they start talking about what they have. And just a word of advice to females is, if a man is asking you what you bring to the table, learn to be able to answer that question without talking about yourself. That's a starting point. And the honest truth is a lot of women don't know because they've never been required to even bring anything to the table to even consider themselves dating down. Women are hypergamous, so technically they date up. Usually the guys that they pick, they do offer more. They actually bring stuff to the table. I would think you do have this thing I see mostly within the Black community, where you see women, they typically choose the lower form or the lesser type of dude. But overall, women date up. They date guys that make more money on average. They date guys of a higher, or at least a perceived higher social status, or just something in some way they're going to date up. It's usually the men that settle down. And that's why they call it that, settling down, because it takes men to actually settle down to actually even try to get on a page with a woman. So I just always ask, where are these dudes coming from? It's just this one-sided view and this one-sided discussion to where it's kind of just rehashing and reiterating and bringing up the same damn talking points without holding women accountable. There's nothing wrong with holding women to a standard. They can want whatever they want. They could be as hypergamous as they want to be. I have no issue with that whatsoever. My issue is that nothing is expected of women, and they hate to be called to task and held to standard. That's my issue. You can have, or you can want, you can desire whatever you want. It doesn't matter if you're big as Lizzo or as skinny as Benzino's daughter. It doesn't matter. You can desire what you want, but at the end of the day, you still have to bring something in order to get what you want. There's nothing in life that's given to you without you being willing to do the work or meet the market demand. It's like, come on, man, let's get realistic. And these dudes really got to stop simping out here. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That'll let you know when I'm on here dropping that grease. Until next time, I'm out.
Luna,
Almighty.
money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work.
Stay on the caper for paper to get my scruples. And it's a money world, so I stack with me and my pupils. I establish your order, nobody gotta be sure for it. And you can do it legal or regal, getting that corporate. Real time, you don't grind, well that's unfortunate. Ain't nothing for a dreamer but sleep if you don't work for it. Shout out to the fellas that get it, and I don't mean robbing ladies with degrees that's actually working their dream job. Work now, play later, that's still a motto. When you handle biz, it's more joy when you popping bottles. Just some food for thought, though the truth can be hard to swallow. I lead by example, something really easy to follow. Trap me, if I were tired, I take up the ropes. They hoping to fall, I'm killing the hopes. As that's no part of a kid, they mean familiar, those that love me the most. Loving on me, I'ma so give it the ghost. Hit them so hard they compare it to dope. Taking the world, they grab a life by the throat.
Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón, porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción, yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work, yeah. El mundo quiere dinero, yeah, yeah. Money work, se arregla con dinero, yeah. Money work, de corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Yeah, de corazón, yeah. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah, 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 yeah. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Looney.
Almighty.